So Anthropic just released a new model, Opus 4.8. But if you're expecting me to say something like, "Oh, this model is insane. You should see what it's capable of doing and what are the things," I think you are in the wrong video. To be honest, I think there's a big problem in the space right now that I want to address, especially if you are a person who wants to actually master AI both for yourself to become irreplaceable in your work or for your business, for example. So there are two sides of AI right now, broadly speaking. One side is just focused on the news, on the new model, on the new stuff that is actually released, like this release that we have over here. And I, I I guess it's cool. Talking about the new thing is always something that is interesting for people in a way where, okay, the new thing is supposed to be something that is new, so it's better. It can allow us to do new things. But the real thing, and this is the thing that real operators will tell you, is that AI right now is not limited by new models. So you don't need to have any kind of new model, any kind of new capabilities in order to do what you want to do for 99.9% of the cases. Right now, the bottleneck is on the actual context that you give to the model. So think about a situation like the following, and maybe let me give you here a graph so that we can work on that. Think about a situation where you ask the AI, sort my emails. Okay, seems like a very simple thing to ask, right? Now, in this kind of query, uh, you can give this query to whatever kind of model you want, and no model will do the work in the way that you want it to be done. And the main reason for that is not because the model is not smart enough, but it's because the model doesn't have enough context on how do you want your emails to be sorted. Obviously, this is just a very simple example, but the same thing could be applied to more complex business processes. So right now we surpassed the limit of capabilities of like model being the bottleneck probably 6 months ago. And so all the focus that everyone should have right now when it comes to improving and when it comes to actually building with AI, helping their business be improve, increase margins, increase capacity with AI, is just on the context itself. And that is why in this channel I'm focusing so much on the concept of an AI workspace. So for me, this AI workspace is actually the future of remote work. And if you start to think if you start to think that the moment you add more and more context, the moment you teach the model how you reason, how your team reasons, how your business process works, is the actual model where AI can actually do whatever you want to do. Also, like another example here could be if we have a very specific business process, such as I need to build an outbound system, or I need to launch an email marketing campaign. If we ask this to an employee, the level of expertise of the employee will determine the level of granularity that we need to give in order to complete the task. Now, this doesn't mean that you can think about the employee not as the model itself, but the combination of the model, and we can talk about the model as like raw intelligence, and on top of that the context itself. So these two things combining with each other are actually what determines when this process can actually be executed well in your business. Now, if we have the most smartest person in the world, but it doesn't know anything about your business, it doesn't have any context about your business, it will not be able to actually execute on this thing. And the same thing works right now with AI. So when you see any kind of news related to new models, I want you to be focused on this specific thing. uh, in 90%, 99% of the cases, new model doesn't equal new model doesn't equal new capability. New model is simply an increase in raw intelligence, if we really wanted to. And everything that you need to focus on is on the context that you give to the model. And that is why like the AI workspace is such a powerful concept for me, because in AI workspace you build the different components. You build the context about your business, you build the context about your process through the skills, you build the layers in which you want the information to be displayed over here, as well as you have specific files that you can reference and read for yourself. And this is actually what it means to work directly with AI. So this was just a very simple video, very simple rant on my side, because to be honest, I'm sick about all these people that are trying to pretend that all these new releases are actually something that is really helpful for business owners and for real operators that need to use AI on a day-to-day basis. This is not actually the case, and most of these videos and most of these and most of these videos and most of the news that is related to these videos is just focused on you losing attention to what is the real most important thing, which is actually how do we give enough context to the model to execute the different processes that we need to have within your business. So yeah, that is a very simple concept, and really like to talk to you soon. Let me know what you think about this kind of videos, and yeah, if you're interested in understanding how you can leverage this thing, how you can embed more context, build skills, understand the new way of working with AI, you can check the first link in the description, and we can set up a call together with that.